All right.
Okay, so now we're going to do the back, brace the back. I just had one of these little ends pop off, so I had to find which one was missing. These are just like from a kite store, right, Gordon? Aren't these kite bars?
You can get them from. They're used in kites, yeah.
Okay, so we'll put two back braces on, as we already discussed. These are curved. The ditch is curved, so this is going to curve the back.
So we use a 15-foot radius on the back.
And then this little back strip cross-grain spruce is going to go down this back seam in order to keep it together. So first I'll just roughly mark out how much I need. And here I'll use a chisel to make sure it's on the line. Another one. Last piece. And then I kind of check to make sure that all the joints look pretty square. I don't want rough cut pieces because you can see this through the sound hole and it's just messy. Yeah. Now I'll move my chisel out of the way and get going. And Char put a center line on here, so I want to make sure that that back strip runs right down the center of the back. And then I'm going to put these pieces on as a caul, meaning it's just going to help press it down evenly. So I have it separated again with these are my long ones. They're going to go on the ends of the braces. These are the shorter ones. They go everywhere else. So I'll get going with that. I usually start with this one. You got to watch as you do this that the braces don't skate around. You know, they're lubricated with glue, and you're putting pressure on them. They could move, so you got to make sure they don't. Sometimes you won't notice it move, and then you take your go bars off, and you've got a crooked piece of brace material or something, and that's bad. Then I have to redo it. Any idea how much force these use, Gordon? I have no clue. Like from a real scientific standpoint.
Yeah, I don't know. We could bring a scale out someday.
Yeah, I guess we could test it. I think Ben was testing it one time, wasn't he? When he was gonna...
Oh, I think he did. Yeah, I don't remember. It's more than you think. Oh, more than I would have thought, anyway. I think, you know, obviously glue is very sticky when it dries. But what people don't realize is when it's wet, as Aaron said, it's a lubricant. And I think it's one of the greatest challenges we face when we're gluing. Gluing the fretboard onto the neck, you'll see that. Gluing the top or back onto the sides.
Yeah, everything slides around.
And you just have to check and double check. You actually have, you'll see this in binding, but you got about 15 minutes where you can still move things if you need to. And
well, binding, I think there's more time because you're just using tape to clamp it. But
once you clamped hard,
once the go bar has gone on, I think right now if I wanted to take these off, I could get it off. It'd be difficult, but within about 2 or 3 minutes, this is starting to really happen. What goes on with this water-based glue is that if you get a tight joint and good even clamping pressure, the glue is actually seeping into each piece of wood a little bit. That water-based glue is actually going into the brace and going into the wood. So it's trying to create a new joint that's as if those two pieces of wood were always together. That's the goal with a good glue joint. So it gets started on that right away. And it doesn't, we let these sit overnight, but if you really, it really doesn't take that long for full effect.
As you can tell, we mounted our Go-Bar decks on Lazy Susans, and man, does it make this job easier.
Mm-hmm. And then, even though I've gone all the way around and done the whole thing, I look again, because sometimes it squeezes out more as you go around. And also I want to make sure I don't get too much just extra glue anywhere.
Nice thing Aaron mentioned, this is water-based glue, so until it dries, it's water-soluble, and you can wipe things up very easily with just a little bit of water on a rag. The other nice thing about it is if you heat it up, it comes apart, and so it's great for repairs.
You can repair it. So that's it.
All right. See you next time.